come with me to the rolling sea while the weather's calm and still, and we'll have some fun and laughter with the adventures of Portland Bill.
I was in the service room working on my maps and charts. I was trying to forecast the weather for the next few days, when in came Cromarty carrying a cup of tea. "Hi there, Bill. Have you got time for a cup of tea?" Well, I thought I'd have a bit of fun with him, so I went over to the window and lifted up some seaweed that was hanging there, pretended to study it, and I said, "Suffering swordfish, it's 11:15. Yes, I'd love a cup." Cromarty had fallen for it. He thought I'd told the time by the seaweed. Oh, how did he do that? He told the time by feeling that piece of seaweed. You can't do that, can you? He was so amazed, he must have put at least 18 sugars in my tea. I think I'll just take Ross a cuppa. He's downstairs in the engine room. Ross had just finished servicing the generator. "Oh, a cuppa. Just what I needed," he said. "Oh, thanks, Cromarty." Now, Ross, you know a bit about machinery, clocks and things. Now tell me, how do you tell the time with a bit of seaweed? Seaweed? You feeling all right, Cromarty? Not banged your head on anything lately, eh? Not been at those brandy balls in the medicine chest again, eh? No, I haven't. I'm being serious. When Cromarty told Ross how he'd seen me tell the time with a bit of seaweed, Ross decided he had to see it for himself. Cromarty, what time is it? "Oh, I don't know what time it is, Ross. It might be early, it might be late. In fact, I've no idea what time it is at all." "Time?" I said. "Oh, I can tell you that." And I went to the seaweed again. "It's 5 to 11, I told them. Ross looked at Cromarty. Cromarty looked at Ross. Time to check the light," I said, and left him alone to see what would happen. And sure enough, as soon as I'd gone, they both went over to the seaweed. "Oh, let's have a go." Cromarty was very excited. He lifted the seaweed down from its hook. "Ugh, it's all slimy and bumpy." "Perhaps you tell the time from those bumps," suggested Ross. "Ah, yes." And Cromarty started to count the bumps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. "Well, what's the time, Cromarty?" I make it 82 past 103. That can't be right." He threw the seaweed on the floor in disgust and started arguing whether or not it could be digital seaweed. This is where I came back in. "What's the time?" I asked them. Oh, Bill, time we put the seaweed back." But Cromarty slipped on the seaweed and landed with a bump on the floor. "Whatever are you doing?" "Well, if you must know, Bill, is that bloomin' seaweed of yours. We just can't figure out how you tell the time with it." Well, I had to tell him. Bless my whalebone corset. I can't tell the time by seaweed either. I was only lifting it out of the way so I could see the church clock in McGillicuddy. "Oh, so you don't tell the time by the seaweed?" "No, lad, I'm afraid I don't," I laughed. "What time do you make it, Cromarty?" asked Ross. Time I went on watch."
Oh, come with me to the rolling sea while the weather's calm and still, and we'll have some fun and laughter with the adventures of Portland Bill.